Did you know that strep throat is so contagious? It can spread to an entire classroom within hours. This common, yet often overlooked infection is a master of disguise, slipping into our lives with such ease that it can take over before we even realize it. Understanding the symptoms of strep throat is the first line of defense in catching this sly bug early, preventing it from wreaking havoc on our health and everyday lives. So are you ready to arm yourself with the knowledge needed to identify this sneaky infection? The first telltale sign is in the name itself, a sore throat. Now, we're not talking about your usual run-of-the-mill discomfort. The soreness that comes with strep throat is a beast of its own. It's a fiery, relentless pain that often feels like swallowing shards of glass. This isn't your standard irritation from talking too much or a passing dryness from winter air. Oh no, this is a throat in distress. It's a raw, inflamed feeling that seems to radiate heat, making even the simple act of swallowing a Herculean task. Now here's an extraordinary fact. A sore throat caused by strep is often so severe that it can lead to loss of appetite as eating becomes too painful. But don't be disheartened. Remember, knowledge is power. Recognizing this symptom is the first step towards recovery. So an extremely painful throat could be more than just a simple cold. When swallowing feels like a Herculean task, it's time to consider strep throat. This symptom can be one of the most noticeable and discomforting aspects of the condition. Imagine this: each time you gulp down even a morsel of food or a sip of water, it feels as though you're trying to swallow a cactus. Ouch, right? That's what strep throat can do. This infection, caused by a bacterium known as Streptococcus pyogenes, inflames the throat, making it painful and difficult to swallow. The throat, normally a smooth and painless pathway for food and drink, becomes a battleground, each swallow a clash against the invading bacteria. It's not just solid food that becomes a challenge. Even liquids and your own saliva can feel like they're passing through a field of thorns. So if your morning coffee or afternoon sandwich starts to feel like a daunting task, don't ignore it. It could be more than just a sore throat. Strep throat can turn a simple act of swallowing into a painful ordeal. Next up, your tonsils might join the party, becoming red and swollen. When strep throat invades your body, it's not uncommon for your tonsils to bear the brunt of the battle. This bacterial assault triggers an immune response, causing your tonsils to inflame as white blood cells rush to the area, ready to fight off the invaders. Imagine your tonsils as a pair of sentinels, standing guard at the entrance of your throat. When strep bacteria breach their defenses, they swell and redden in response, a visual signal that something is amiss. This redness and swelling can be quite noticeable, even to the naked eye. It's a fascinating, albeit uncomfortable, testament to the body's relentless battle against disease. Your tonsils, normally a pair of unassuming lumps of tissue, transform into red, swollen warriors, visibly standing their ground against the bacterial onslaught. So, a glance in the mirror could reveal a symptom of strep throat. It's time to open wide and look up for tiny red spots on the roof of your mouth. This symptom of strep throat often flies under the radar, but let's shine a spotlight on it, shall we? Have you ever noticed tiny pinpoint red spots dotting the roof of your mouth? They might look inconspicuous, almost like strawberry seeds embedded in the flesh of your mouth. This symptom, known as petechiae, is actually one of the telltale signs of strep throat. Petechiae are caused by tiny broken blood vessels, and they often appear when the body is under stress, like during a strep infection. They usually manifest along with other symptoms, such as a sore throat or fever. But remember, they're small and can be easy to miss, so it's crucial to be observant. So next time you're feeling under the weather, don't forget to check the mirror and say, "Ah." Remember, a speckled roof can indicate a strep infection. Strep throat isn't just about the throat, it can also send your body temperature soaring. That's right, fever is another common symptom that accompanies this bacterial infection. Now, what's fascinating is that the fever isn't caused directly by the bacteria itself. Rather, it's your body's natural response to the infection, a sign that your immune system is fighting back. It's like a heated battle taking place within your body, with immune cells going head-to-head with the invading bacteria. And as this internal conflict rages on, your body temperature begins to rise. This increase in temperature aids in killing off the bacteria as they can't survive in this hot environment. However, when this fever hits a high level, it can become concerning. It's a clear signal that your body is in distress and needs medical attention. So remember, a fever isn't just a symptom, it's a call to action. A high fever is another strong indicator of strep throat. Strep throat can also upset your stomach, leading to nausea or even vomiting. It might be surprising to learn that a throat infection can have such an impact on your digestive system. However, our bodies are interconnected in complex ways. When strep bacteria invade your throat, your immune system kicks into high gear, releasing chemicals that can lead to inflammation not only in your throat, but also in your gut. This inflammatory response can cause feelings of nausea or even lead to vomiting. Moreover, swallowing can be painful when you have strep throat, and this discomfort may contribute to feelings of nausea as well. Some people with strep throat might also experience a loss of appetite, which is your body's way of conserving energy to fight off the infection. So, while it might seem odd that a throat infection can lead to stomach upset, it's all part of your body's response to the strep bacteria. So, an upset stomach in combination with a sore throat could be a red flag. You might also experience headaches as a symptom of strep throat. Now, this might seem a little surprising, but there's a fascinating connection between the two. When your body is fighting an infection like strep throat, it releases chemicals that can cause inflammation. This inflammation can lead to a headache, making your head throb as if it's keeping time with your heartbeat. Imagine the body as a battlefield with the strep bacteria as the invaders and your immune system as the defenders. As the defenders rally to protect the body, they create a sort of battle heat, leading to inflammation. This battle heat can stir up a headache, making you feel as if you're wearing a helmet 2 sizes too small. But here's the extraordinary part. Your body is doing this for your own good. It's a sign that your body is fighting the infection. So next time your head is pounding, don't just brush it off as stress or a bad day. Remember, a pounding head might be a sign of more than just stress. Strep throat can also manifest on your skin, causing a rash. This isn't a symptom to ignore or brush off. It's a bright red flag waving urgently to get your attention. This rash, often known as scarlet fever, is a clear sign that the strep bacteria have made themselves quite at home in your body. It's no ordinary rash. It's a fine, sandpaper-like texture that typically starts on the chest and abdomen before spreading to other parts of the body. It's as if your skin is trying to join the chorus of your other symptoms, screaming in unison, "Something is wrong!" And let's not forget the strawberry tongue, a telltale sign accompanying the rash. It's when your tongue turns bright red, bumpy and swollen, just like a ripe strawberry. Remember, your body is a finely tuned machine, always ready to signal when an invader like strep is present. So a sudden rash could be your body's way of sounding the alarm. Body aches can also be a sign that strep throat is taking a toll on your body. Our bodies are intricate and interconnected systems, so it's no surprise that an infection in one area can impact the whole. When strep throat strikes, it doesn't limit its effects to just your throat. It sends out a ripple of discomfort, causing aches and pains that can be felt throughout your body. These aren't your everyday muscle strains or post-workout aches. They're a deeper, more persistent discomfort, a sign that your body is fighting hard against an intruder. It's akin to your body's alarm system, alerting you that something is amiss. This general discomfort is often accompanied by a feeling of weariness or fatigue, making even the simplest tasks feel like monumental challenges. It's your body's way of telling you to rest, to conserve energy for the battle it's waging against the infection. So, if you're feeling unusually achy and can't pinpoint why, don't dismiss it. Remember, unexplained body aches could be a cry for help from your body. Last but not least, strep throat can leave you feeling drained and fatigued. Now, we're not talking about the typical end of a long day tiredness. No, this is an all-encompassing fatigue, the kind that seeps into every muscle, every thought, making even the simplest tasks feel like climbing a mountain. When strep throat invades your body, your immune system goes into overdrive to combat the infection. This battle, while necessary for your recovery, takes a significant toll on your body's resources, resulting in a deep-seated tiredness. Moreover, the pain and discomfort from other symptoms of strep throat, like a sore throat or fever, can disrupt your sleep, adding another layer to your fatigue. It's essential to listen to your body and rest when needed. Remember, pushing through the fatigue can prolong your recovery. So, overwhelming fatigue might not just be due to a busy schedule, it could be strep throat. Now let's quickly recap the 10 symptoms of strep throat. We began with the notorious sore throat, then explored difficulty swallowing. We highlighted the red and swollen tonsils and those tiny red spots on the roof of the mouth. We discussed fever, followed by nausea and vomiting. The headache and rash made an appearance, and we didn't forget body aches and fatigue. These are the telltale signs of a strep throat. Remember, knowledge is power. Stay informed, stay healthy.